I looked at all the reports and testimonies, and I found that all this happened because all of you thought it was a bad idea to shoot. RWBY, if we did Iron Man, would have flipped. Jaune, and him finding out when he was stressed beyond all limitations fine. Do you know that a lie, no matter how well guarded, isn't always to face the light of the if you told him this before Salem and her agents arrived at Atlas, he may have to rework his strategy. So far I can say you four are a danger to any of our efforts if you are so willing to go behind one of your most trusted allies back. Men detain team RWBY only. My former team will be put under probation with Spartan Team Omega as their guard. RWBY, Jaune, you don't have to do this. Jaune, I am just enforcing your consequences. Until you learned your lesson, stay alongside the rangers and non-warriors. Location break. Harry, what comes of this? Jaune, no, I came to bring you your new neighbors. As Team RWBY was pushed into a cell near them. Jaune, Ironwood was partially right, RWBY. You and your team are a threat with your rebellious attitudes. Until you learn to work not as just a team but alongside an army or allies, you have no place amongst the UNSC. Ironwood. Haha, I see you saw my point. Jaune. Don't flatter yourself, General. You attempting to abandon ship and let Remnant die rather than cooperate is an even greater suicidal mission. Putting Atlas near space will only ensure your own survival at the cost of the entire world. At the end of the day, you won't be able to return to Remnant with Salem in control of everything. Clover, James, is that true? Are we just going to cut and run? Iron Man, there's no winning. Knox against Halo. Johnson, boy are you dumb. Jaune, what the sergeant means is if you still have a land, you could have asked about it. Unlike Ozpin, he asked the wrong question and received a bad answer, and just gave up. There was still a chance to beat Salem if you all just dropped the ego and focus on the task at hand. Elm, how is the headmaster of Beacon had an ego? Ha, Jaune. He believed he will be the one to save the world, but the task to defeat Salem is given to him. He believed he will be the one to do it, not thinking that it could have been someone or something else. Harry, what you believe will be the one. Johnson, no listen. Maybe the headmaster choosing someone else to defeat what he lost. Jaune, that's one of the reasons he took RWBY in early. Maria, and it was all because of her silver eyes. RWBY. The rest looked to RWBY. Jaune. Ozpin was grooming RWBY to be a solution to Salem. Now, everybody looked to Oscar. Young. I asked this true. She demanded with red eyes blazing. Ozpin, Oscar. I'm afraid it is, and I am. Jaune. Stoic headmaster. There is a lot you have to answer for. Forge. Commander. News from the front. Jaune. What is it? Forge. We lost a lot of Marines pushing back the Grim back to the outskirts of cities. Jaune. Understood. Will? Harriet. Just replace them? It's all so easy since you leave from the bomb. Johnson. Now listen here, you little husband. Jaune. No, Sergeant, I don't expect her to understand. Harriet. What that you sent the black guy. Please, it is a fact of the military. Just replace them like how Marrow replaced Tortuga and how Winter replaced. Jaune, I know life is cheap. That's what we dealt with our war. But don't you dare think I am like you. To think small of those who fight alongside you. And for your information, Jack, I am ODST radar to the sphere, and I am Vanguard. If anyone is at risk, it's my division. But we all watch each other's backs. Because we're shoulder to shoulder out there, brothers and arms. Soldiers can be replaced, but families should never be. Every time I lose a man, it's like a stab in my heart. And my heart is butchered. I can see you don't care about your team, so why should I care? He aims a magnum to Harriet's face as she flinched. Jaune, you don't care? He aims it at Clover, and she becomes angry. Jaune, see? I thought everyone is replaceable? Forge. Got you there, girl. Then Isabel appeared. Isabel. Sir, the MK-3 has been fully repaired. Jaune. We have kingdoms to save, and all of you can sit down and watch. You all have done enough damage to this planet. The screen comes to life and shows the UNSC planet. Jaune. Pyrrha, look after JNPR for me. I need to go now. Pyrrha. boys and your promises. Jerome. So, what's the mission today? Master Chief. We're answering a distress call. It's a Spartan call sign. Alice. What number? Cortana. Unknown. The signal is top limits. Jaune. Before I get to the telephone, I'll lead the way and Jerome. You're taking that old road? Master Chief. We're all relics heroes. They all get to positions as Dawn boards and Jaune. This is Commander Art. MK3 launching. He said as his mobile armor was catapulted off the Spirit of Fire's runway as the power cable ejected itself from the suit's reactor.